Hi, it's Eric Plantenberg. You know when you observe someone that's just amazing at what they do, it could be in their career or in a relationship, or potentially they're just really keeping themselves fit, or financially they've got it all figured out, whatever it may be. A lot of times when you look at them, they have the appearance that it's easy for them. And this comes up in conversations a lot when people are watching someone do something that they haven't been able to figure out quite yet, or they're still working on it. They're like, well, it's just so easy for that other person. Well, I think the people intuitively understand that that's not the case, that it's success or huge leaps forward. That's not easy for anybody. I mean, the dictionary defines easy as without any serious work or effort. And it just doesn't happen that way. So you want to build your forward momentum on a platform that isn't hard, isn't painful, isn't full of a bunch of struggles, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be easy. So here's a couple of thoughts on this. Number one is the people that make it look easy, they're at a point where most of the hard work, most of the sweat and the tears that happened in the past. So when you're in a place now of frustration or of perspiration or whatever it may be, know that that is a natural working point forward towards getting to a place of serious competency, if not mastery. I think it was Jim Rohn that said that there's two pains in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And most people don't pay enough of the pain of discipline on the front end, and they end up regretting things over and over and over again on the back end. So when you're looking at your day or your week, and you're looking at the different areas that you want to propel forward, if it's not easy, hey, that's part of the fun. Just get out there and know that when you are struggling, when you're out of your comfort zone and you're feeling uncomfortable, or you're feeling awkward or embarrassed, or maybe it just hurts a lot and you're exhausted, okay, this is normal. One of the tricks that I've learned how to do over the years that I would highly encourage you to play around with is transferring that feeling of uncomfortability from being that of failure or setback to that of propelling yourself forward. I know that when I'm out of my comfort zone, when I'm unsure about what I'm doing, when my muscles hurt, when my head hurts, when I'm pushing myself to the level of not feeling like I'm in that place where everything is just, sunglasses and autographs, I know I'm making forward progress at that time. That's not to say that sometimes you don't just have this incredible feeling of flow and progress is just happening. I experienced that too, but it's not necessarily happening right at the beginning. I mean, almost always when you pick up a new skill, when you're learning a new hobby, when you're in a new working environment, when you're working with new people, there's going to be, in addition to the excitement or the enthusiasm for something new, there's going to be some moments where you don't know how to navigate. You don't know how to actually get the traction that you want. By taking care and by actually working through that time, then things start to flow a little bit more on the back end. So I personally like to mix this up. Some of the projects that I do are really on autopilot, and I've, for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, have been putting fuel in the tank and building my engine so that those things can really, really go. But at almost all times, I'm working on something that's new, or I'm working on something that is stretching me in a way that I might feel very uncomfortable. And by doing that, you don't get exhausted and spent. What you do is you consistently will raise the bar on your capacity. Probably my favorite quote of all time is, never wish that it was easier, wish that you were better. The way to do that is by consistently getting stronger, and to do that, you often have to put yourself in circumstances that potentially are hard. Potentially, you gotta go that extra mile. So next week, I'm going to cover a handful of my favorite things to do to help you fly out of your comfort zone and make that process a little, if not easier, a little less painful. Have a fabulous week.